Hi, in this video we're going to be doing a comparison between these two timers. So these are two different timers, but they're both very similar. So they're both 60-minute battery operated timers. This is the Yunbaoit timer and this is the time timer. So they're both battery operated. One of the key differences though is that to access the battery here, there's a little screw that you have to undo to access the battery. Whereas this one, you can just basically open it up and access the battery. So sometimes the alarm will go off if you slightly turn this and then you turn it this way. It should go off in a second. There it goes. Notice how many times it did the beeping. So it doesn't do the beeping that many times. Also notice the noise level. This one on the other hand did it again. This one on the other hand is doing it again. I think it's done. So this one on the other hand has options for 3 seconds and 30 seconds. So if I force the timer to work, it's pretty loud. So this is much louder than the time timer. It also has an option for 30 seconds where it'll actually ring for 30 seconds. It also has the option to lower the volume, so you can actually do different volume levels. Let's go to the middle level. So this is the mid volume level. Let's change it to 30 seconds and let's force it. Let's see. Pretty loud, louder than the time timer, right? It's going to do it for a while. It's going to do it for 30 seconds. Now, another key difference between these timers is the material. Let's wait for it to stop beeping. I guess I can turn it off. Now it's off. It does have the option to silence this. Let's silence these. You can actually silence the timer. So now when the time runs out, it doesn't beep. So the material on these is a little bit different. So this one is like a hard plastic material, whereas this one is like softer. It's almost like it has a coating. It's almost like they've just put like a coating around the hard plastic, whereas this one is just the hard plastic. So I think that that's interesting. One thing that's really weird about this one is you see how it's split there? See how it looks like it's split? So the design is a little bit weird. I don't really like that. Whereas the design on this one, it just looks like it's a little bit more seamless. This one feels like it's more heavy duty maybe because it has like this outer plastic coating. So if you were to drop it, it might not break. Whereas this one, if you were to drop it, it might crack the plastic. However, I've had this for a very long time. It's been about 2 years, and I've had this for maybe 6 months. So 6 months versus 2 years. So big difference in the length of time that I've had these products. Both are great because you can time things. So one thing I always tell people is time your study sessions, right? You can use these to time your study sessions, laundry, anything you're doing that you have time. Maybe you're doing some stretches on the floor and you want to stretch for 30 minutes, you can use one of these. So both are great. I think the key differences are in the construction and in the options. Again, this one can beep for 3 seconds or 30 seconds. This one seems to beep for about 3 to 5 seconds. Both have a silent mode. This one requires a little screwdriver to get the battery out, which I believe it comes with. I don't remember. I have the box somewhere. I should look for it, but I'm pretty sure this comes with a screwdriver. I found the box. Let's find out. Here is the screwdriver you can use to undo the battery. So let's just do that really quick so we can just check out the battery. So you can unscrew it with the little screwdriver it comes with. I wonder why they did that. I'm thinking maybe it's like a safety thing. Okay, so this one uses 2 AAA batteries, okay? Whereas, let me put it back, the time timer, I believe, uses 1 AA battery. The screwdriver is pretty effective, by the way. So it's kind of a nice bonus that they give you this screwdriver, whereas the time timer, yeah, uses, it looks like I have one of those Amazon Basics batteries in there. It uses 1 AA battery. So 1 AA for the time timer, 2 AAA for the Yunbaoit. Which one do I like better? Well, despite the fact that the Yunbaoit has like this nice outer cover, which I think makes it sturdier, despite the fact that it's a little bit bigger, I think, I do like the time timer better. I don't like this. I'll show it to you again. You see how it's split there like that? I'm not a big fan of that. I feel like this one doesn't have that. The split is less obvious. But the Yunbaoit is more heavy duty, I think, because it has the plastic. It is louder. So technically it's a better timer, but it's the nostalgia effect, I think, that keeps me coming back and back to the time timer. I've used it for almost 2 years, and I've used it extensively, so I have more experience with this product than I do with this one. But so far so good. They both work great, no issues. This is the box that the Yunbaoit comes in, okay, and it's got some type of instructions here, how to use. Yeah, it tells you can adjust things. So yeah, both great timers. Hopefully after watching this video, you can decide which one to purchase. I bought both, so if you need 2 timers, maybe just get both. I hope it's been helpful. Good luck.